Hello everybody and welcome to Pokemon Through the Years. In the last episode we defeated Brock here in Pewter City, and in today's episode we're going to probably lose like a lot because there's a lot of trainer battles here and there's going to be a legendary or two. There just is going to be. My best guess is we're going to fight like 5 or 6 trainers with 2 or 3 Pokemon each, which means that we're probably going to face about like 15 to 20 Pokemon. And there is 5 legendary Pokemon in 151 Pokemon, so that's about a 1 in 30 chance. We already like talked about this last episode, I think. So if we're only facing 20 Pokemon, statistically speaking, the chances of one being a legendary Pokemon aren't like even close to being guaranteed. Let's see, somebody is texting me. I don't even give a shit. So, long story short, we're probably going to run into a legendary because that's just my luck. It's probably going to be Mewtwo because we're going to run into a Mewtwo every episode in this entire series because so far we have, well, to be honest, so far it's been 2 episodes, there's been 2 Mewtwo's. One of which we didn't catch, and one of which was a bit of trouble to deal with. I don't even remember. It's been like a week since I recorded episode 1 and 2. I've been kind of busy because things needed to be wrapped up before Christmas and the holiday started, and well, today is the 24th, it's the day of Christmas Eve, and all my work has ceased to be. Which on one side is nice because this week I've only got like 1 video to edit. It's like a 3-hour recording. I need to cut out some downtime. I need to add in some like PowerPoint slides, pictures, and then we need to murder a victory bell. And I've got all week to do that. And other than that, all my clients are like, you know what? Holidays. See you later. And, well, that means that I've got a week of like not a lot of things happening. It also means that I have a week of almost no income. So that kind of sucks. So it's a little bit of both. But it also means that I have a little bit more time to like, because last week I hadn't had the opportunity to record a lot. This week I'm going to have a lot more opportunity to record because I'm going to need to, because my backlog is running out slowly but surely. And I'm going to need to go back to the Pokemon Center after every single battle, at least for the first 2 or 3, I imagine. After that, I think we might be high enough level to the point where we can actually like just sweep through teams. High enough point, did I say that? High enough level. At a point where we are a high enough level. So by the end of this week, I'm probably going to have... Well, I was going to say I'm probably going to have enough videos for the rest of 2019, but the end of this week, it'll be... I mean, it's the 24th now, so I think the Sunday is like the 30th. So I hope that I do, because otherwise... I'm gonna have like no uploads for a few days, which don't worry, I will. I will have uploads every single day. I've been thinking about not uploading during Christmas or uploading like a special Christmas video during Christmas, and there still is a chance. This is supposed to go up on Christmas Day, but maybe I'll do like a retrospective of the past couple of months, because usually I'd like to do a retrospective of the entire year, but I really only have been back since like July, and Gengar is going to be an issue. Let's see how much Pack actually does against a Gengar. You know what, I'm going to stay in against a Gengar. Usually I wouldn't stay in against a Gengar, but the thing is, the one thing that's super effective against Gengar is a special type. And Gengar has a quite ridiculous special stats as well. So usually Gengar is a glass cannon, but in this case I think it's a better idea to stay in and use physical types on it than going into the super effective special type, potentially. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass, that's entirely possible. So maybe you guys are seeing this after Christmas and not actually on Christmas Day, which would give me a little bit more time to edit, but it also means that I have to like get on with editing the retrospective. But I always like doing that, like a year in like looking back, like what did we do, what did we accomplish, what series did we have, what were the highlights, what were the low points, and There is not as much of that this year, obviously, because I haven't been doing this for the entire year and there hasn't really been a lot that's happened. I've just like done a lot of Let's Plays and there's not like a lot of milestones or anything that happened this year. Though I did look at my analytics for the first time in forever today, and I've seen that every single month since my comeback, I have grown the amount of views and the amount of watch time by about 10 to 15% per month, which is really good. My subscribers, on the other hand, are like, in the past half year, I've got a net gain of like 10. But there's a lot of people like leaving and just accounts being closed, but there's also apparently a fair amount of people like subscribing because I'm staying at like an equilibrium, which is fine, I guess. But that doesn't really reflect in the views either. And maybe I've got a theory about that, and the theory is that my older videos are now getting more views again, and I think YouTube has seen that, hey, this channel is active again, so let's remove the tag that says don't use in algorithm and let's let the algorithm work on this channel again. And now with like the release of that Harry Potter mobile game, my top 5 Harry Potter games video has absolutely, I mean, in the past 3 months, it's gotten 7,000 views, which for my channel is a lot. And then like a two Crash Bandicoot Let's Play parts I did, one of Crash Bandicoot 2 where all the colored gems are, I think, and then the Secret Warp Room episode of Crash Bandicoot 3. I've gotten a lot of views, and I think there's one episode of Pokemon Ranger I did like a long time ago where you have to find all the skitties, which has a lot of views because people just can't find all the skitties and look it up, and apparently my video is rather high up in the rankings when you look that up. So those videos are always what got me a lot of views. That and the top 10 Pokemon games list, which has like 175,000 views. Which is about like a third of my entire channel's worth of views. I'm not even paying attention to the game anymore at this point, which is kind of good and kind of bad. But I have a theory that my channel has now like had a switch flipped at YouTube HQ again, which has this guy is active, and now my older videos are getting more views because the newer videos aren't getting particularly more views than they were in the months before, right? So my daily uploads still get between like 5 and like 12 views. And for that to go up by, well, actually for that to go up by 10 to 15% per month, that means that I get an average of like 1 view more per video. So maybe that is actually the case. But even those, right? Because if I get like, let's say 10 views a video for every single daily upload I do, and I think on average I get a little bit less, I get more like 7, but let's say 10 because it's easier for math. That doesn't seem like something I want to stay in against, does it? But I want to use Fury Attack. Actually, that's not too bad. If I hit 5 times, I might actually kill it. I hit 3 times. I knew you had something like that. I was afraid of Ice Beam. Aurora Beam, still scary. I'm guaranteed to hit twice, so Destroyer will just take out this Dugong here, right? I was so scared that I was only going to hit twice there. Anyway, so let's say that's about 300 views per month from new uploads. My channel gets about 4,000-ish views per month. So only about less than 10% actually. Like that's like what, 7 or 8% of my entire views each month actually comes from new uploads. The rest all comes from like the 2,000 videos I have already up here, and realistically speaking it comes from like 10 of them. So having a 10% increase is weird. A part of that definitely is the almost 10% that the new video views account for. But you would think that only like the first month when I started uploading those and those new views came in, that would be the case. But from month to month, actually, let's go buy Pokeballs. We need Pokeballs for what's coming up. From month to month, like in December, compared to, well, the past 28 days, compared to the 28 days before that. So to make it easy, let's say December versus November, right? My increase in viewership, I can buy 10 of these, okay. My increase in viewership is about like 15%. And I've been uploading since like end of summer again. So like that impact has been... I know this is like very inside baseball, this episode. I actually also... probably, if I don't like get into anything else, I'll start getting into like December ad revenue and the fact that I'm not even getting ads, and then I'm going to like annoy people by saying that all the things. I've talked about this in Plants vs Zombies with the whole copper thing. If you are living off YouTube, you are probably in a very, very small minority if you only have ad revenue and you have no other options for income. But honestly, if YouTube is your full-time job and your only income is ad revenue, it's kind of your own fault if you're now going to be fucked. Because something like... Well, I know memberships also probably will be disabled on those channels, but that's a start. Or maybe having a Patreon or a merchandise shop, that kind of thing, right? Diversifying your income is like one of the most important things when you're self-employed. And that also counts for YouTubers. So that's just my 2 cents on it. But the income for people will go up because it's December and ad revenue goes through the fucking roof. And then in January it'll tank. And I mean, if you don't have... I need more money. I don't remember if I talked about this in this episode yet. I'm not going to be catching a Pokemon on this route. I'm going to be buying the thing that's usually a Magikarp. I'll be buying that because it's just a guaranteed thing to have. So I guess I'm going to be fighting another... I had like 18 Pokédollars left and there was 210 from the last battle, so I need to get at least like another 232 from this last, I think. And then we'll be fine. What was I even talking about before, like, going on that rant about, like, diversifying income and YouTube? And, oh yeah, my stats. So, I'm very interested to see where it goes, if that trend keeps going. Because at the moment, that means, on average, I get, like, 1 view a video more than the past month. But if that is a percentage-based thing that keeps you going, in, like... a year, that probably means I get like significantly more, because within a couple of months those 1 view per video is going to increase to 2 views per video, and then that's going to increase to like 3 views in a couple of months, and within a year it'll be like 10 views per video more, which means that I actually get like 20 views per video. I didn't look at how much that gave me. Do I have 500? I'm not even close to 500. Which means that I'm probably going to have to battle the dude below there, because that's, I think, the last battle that we have left to do here. Did we battle you already? We did not. I mean, it's not gonna matter either way, because probably gonna have to take on both anyway, because I also want to buy potions. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on like the whole thing. Are we actually like going into some growth here? It seems like we might actually be going into some growth. It might be temporary as well. And I also do realize that in December there's like Christmas holidays and people do generally have more time, and I probably should grind up like Naga a little bit as well. Because Destroyer can't deal with everything. Just like this Articuno. I'm not even surprised anymore that we're running into a legendary Pokemon, because that's just what we do in this series. So in January that probably will go down a little bit as well, but as long as I don't see like red numbers in my stats, that makes me happy. I'm very much like a numbers kind of person. And if I see there's a growth of 5% in January, I'll understand. I'll understand it's less than in December. But I don't want that to go into like minus 5%, like 5% decline. I don't really want to like... On a day-to-day basis, you can have some decline. I know. It's just like, that's enough money. But we only have one NPC left. Should we battle you? You know what? I can't be fucked. I mean, there's varying from day to day. I mean, the graphs don't look like a straight line. They're like very up and down-ish. But like, if you average them out, you get a rising line, and that's exactly what you want. And now in December, that line is definitely going a little bit more steep, and that probably will end up being a peak rather than the beginning of an exponential curve. Do I hope it is an exponential curve? I think you give me the magic up, don't you? Of course I hope it's an exponential curve. I hope that by Christmas next year I'm recording another Through the Years episode, probably still, or some other series, and I'm talking to not like 10 of you, but 1,000 of you. That would be amazing. Is it going to happen? No, fuck no. I've been at this for years, and let's say Arcanine. Is that good? Wait a second, Arcanine is one of those Pokemon that doesn't learn moves after it evolves. Right? I think that's what Arcanine does. Oh my god. So, the only things you will learn are TMs. And we get Fire Blast, which is a special move. And I think you are a more physical, like just an attacking Pokemon. More so than a special one. So Fire Blast isn't going to be great, but it's going to be Stab. So I'll give you a pass on that. But you do have a little bit of like anti-Flareon syndrome. And then we get Earthquake, I think. In the last gym. Oh no. I think that's Fissure in this game, not Earthquake. Oh, that's not good. What other things do you get? What other TMs? I don't think you get any useful TMs. Okay, so Arcanine is going to be a little bit useless. I'm going to call you... I'm going to call you Laura. I don't know why. I know why. Because I was looking at Humble Monthly, which has been changed into Humble Choice, which I'm subscribed to. And I saw that Tomb Raider was going to be in there for the next month. I was like, I've never actually played the Tomb Raider game, but I'm very interested in like the more modern ones. I'm not going to go back to the PlayStation 1 games, because as much as some PlayStation 1 games hold up, like very limited amount of them, like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, I can't get potions actually. Did I get Pokeballs? I think I did. I got some Pokeballs. So I'm going to capture one more Pokemon, and I'm probably going to call it an end for this episode. And maybe I'm going to like do a little bit of grinding between episodes, just because I've got 2 new Pokemon. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of grinding after the next episode as well. So I'm not entirely sure. Can I please encounter something? Please? I would very much like an encounter. At this point, I'll even take a Zubat. Can I get through the entirety of Mount Moon without encountering any Pokemon? Can I encounter something in this place? This is unreal! What the fuck is going on here? This is actually unreal. I made it all the way to this item, which is an HP up. I thought it was going to be something useful. Finally! And it's a Persian. You're not a dark type because dark type doesn't exist. Never mind, you're a normal type. Okay. I mean, it's a Pokemon, and it's at least a decent level. Ish. So I think I'm fine with it. I think I'm fine with a Persian. Okay, it's 2 shakes. Not a dark type move, it's a normal type move in this gen. Or is it a fighting type move? I think it's a normal type move in this generation, right? Okay, so you're going to be difficult. That's what you're, like, telling me here. You're going to be, like, very annoying. Which is fine, because if you're going to be difficult, you're going to be difficult when I'm using you as well. And an enemy is going to hate you rather than me hating you. You just don't kill Destroyer. I will destroy you with Laura. Thank you. Okay, so we've also got a Persian. And I bet you, I guarantee it, we're going to run into at least 4 Pokemon between me, like, catching this Persian and actually being able to exit the game. I do want to give it a nickname, and I want to nickname it... Do we have anything, like, related to cats, which I could name it after? I don't think so at the moment, so I'm just going to call you... What am I gonna call you? Since this episode is going up on Christmas, and I'm recording this on the day of Christmas Eve, it'll be Claus. Like Santa Claus, because me very creative. Let's actually check out this move pool. And we didn't do that with Arcanine either, so we probably should. Scratch, Growl, Bite, and Screech. That's not very, like, good. But it's better than nothing. Laura, what do you have for me? Raw, Ambolier, and Takedown. Could be worse. I mean, look at those stats. For a level 5 Pokemon, that's not too bad. Told you. Told you it would happen. That would have been so much better. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been, because you're the exact same typing that Slowbro is. So I think I'm happy with the thing I got. Persian is pretty good. It's a Pokemon you could capture. It's... Told you. Goldeen, again, a water type. I don't particularly care. I'm fairly happy so far with what we've gotten. Where do we go? Where am I going? A Pinsir would have been nice, potentially. I don't know how good Pinsir is in Gen 1. I mean, obviously it doesn't have a Mega Evolution, so it's not worth my time. Let's not fight you yet, right now. We'll do that next episode. I'm going to grind a little bit between episodes until everybody's like level 15, and then do the rest of the grinding after next episode. Just to get Laura and Claus and Naga up to level 15. And then next episode we'll be back with some more Pokemon 3 years. Until the next time though, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have. Don't forget to join the community Discord, link down below in the description, where we hang out, we discuss our upcoming series, we discuss the episodes that aired, but we've also started doing some giveaways lately, because sometimes I just have Steam keys that I don't even want myself, and I just might as well give them to you guys. But for that, you'll have to be in the Discord community server. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Until the next time, I'll see you all, well, hopefully in the Discord server, as I just said. I mean, it's not that difficult, is it? Yeah. Bye.